I'm back, y'all. Hey, everybody. It's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean, and I'm going to guide you through today's slightly earlier, but you can watch it anytime you want to, Thursday Tabata HIIT circuit. I did not turn off the alerts on my phone, and they are distracting. But we're going to start in 1 minute. In 1 minute, I recommend that you have some weights. I'm going to clear all the extra jazz away from my space so that we don't trip on it. So make sure you have plenty of space to move safely. We're going to get in a quick little warm up and then a great little workout. We've only got 7 moves in today's circuit. And I think I'm going to be nice, and we're going to go for 45 seconds of work. 45 seconds of work will take 15 seconds of rest. So that means our entire circuit is going to take 7 minutes. So it's 21 minutes of challenge today. That means I want you to bring it as hard as possible during these work intervals. Do, 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 do. Why is that song stuck in my head anytime class starts?
Okay, we bribe up the bird with some peanuts. Peanuts for the birdie. You want one in your mouth? I love you, Freddie Pie. Nope, you didn't want one in your mouth at all. You wanted to eat my fingers? We're not offering fingers right now.
Sorry, no fingers for lunch today.
Okay.
Let's do this, y'all. Hopefully you have a nice big full glass of water. Oh my gosh, already tripping over the weights again. You know, my favorite way to start any class is just opening up the shoulders, starting to come into your breath. So we'll begin with a lateral side to side step tap and some shoulder rolls. You got an opportunity to put some music on. I love working out with music when I'm not guiding these classes. Really helps me to find a beat, to keep a rhythm. Go ahead, change the direction of those shoulder rolls. We got a lot of arms up overhead motions coming in today. A lot of fast movement of those arms to help us engage our core. Go ahead, plant your feet, and let's just make those shoulder circles even bigger. Try not to rotate too much from side to side here. So already starting to pull that core in, just to find that rotation through the shoulders. Slow down and change directions. Make sure you're still breathing for 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Big inhale, stretch all the way up, reach through those fingers, and exhale. Slowly rain them down to the floor. One more time. Inhale, reach all the way up. Ground through your feet. Draw your belly in, and then exhale. This time we're just going to draw our elbows in right in front of us. We're going to rotate from side to side. So this time I do want you to create this rotation from your core. I'm taking a slight bend in my knees, opening those legs out to come into a goddess squat. Make sure you're equally pressing through those heels and rotating from side to side. Starting to feel it up the outside of my back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Touch down to your toe, opposite toe. Turn those toes forward so that your knees are pointing in the same direction of your toes. Starting to warm up those inner and outer thighs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Lift yourself back up. We're going to make the motion a little bit larger. Draw that knee in. As you pull on your shin, I want you to relax your shoulders away from your ears. You're going to even take a slight lean back. And then come back out to a nice big side lunge. And then draw it in. If that big side lunge isn't working for you, just plant your foot down. Find some balance. Draw it back up. We're going to do 2 more. Last one on this side. Good, and switch to the opposite side. So draw that knee in towards your chest. Relax and release your shoulders. Keep that rib cage knit, belly pulled in. And then back out either to your side lunge or just step out. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get some out and ins. Just some quick out and ins, some fast little feet. Keep those arms gently moving as well. We're going to switch from out and in to forward and back in 3, 2, 1. Begin. So forward and back. You can hear my little feet sticking to my mat gently. Can we switch it up one more time? We're going to step out wide and step in narrow in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Wide, narrow. Just working a little bit more on that balance. Wide and narrow. Stepping a little forward and then back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Shake it out for just a minute. Let me show y'all what our moves are going to be today. I'm actually just going to show you the first one and, well, the first 3. Going to show you the first 3. We're going to get right into it. Everything else I believe we have done in the past or very easy to coach through during the 15 seconds that we have between intervals. Make sure that you don't just stop moving while I'm chatting with you right now. Awesome. Move number 1 is jumping jacks. You've done jumping jacks before. You can do forward and out jacks similar to that warm-up like we were just doing. You can step forward and back and just be moving those arms to get a little bit more motion. Or if you need to keep the intensity even lower, you can really focus on controlled bringing those arms all the way up overhead and then all the way down and just tapping or finding a side leg lift with your legs. Move number 2 is going to be a side lunge to overhead press. So you get to work with some weights if you have them for this next one. We're going to do half of the interval to one side and then press up, and then we'll do half to the other side. So just stepping out, not going to challenge your balance too much until the last interval, the very last time we go through this workout. Then we're going to alternate side to side in between. But in the beginning, we'll be kind. We'll work on our balance and control and do one side at a time. And then the next move that I just wanted to show you, we're going to put our weights down. We've got a fake run. So you're going to stagger your stance and you're going to keep most of the weight in this bent front knee heel. Your belly's going to be in nice and tight, and whichever leg you have in front, that opposite arm starts in front, and you're just going to alternate of drawing that knee up and tapping it down behind you. So we'll stay nice and chill in the first set, and as we move through rounds 2 and 3, I'll give you some options to add in a hop and make things a little bit more intense with this run, but it's going to burn out your quad, and it's also going to hit those obliques a little bit. So if you find you need to take a break or slow down for just a second, and then come right back in. Try to keep moving as long as possible. All right, and then we'll do a row to fly, but we'll talk about that when we get there. So we're gonna start off with those jumping jacks. Remember, I'm being so nice today. We got 45 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest, so bring it as hard as possible for these 45 seconds. We start in 3, 2, 1, begin. So jacking it out. Gosh, I miss being able to actually do jumping jacks. Word on the street, y'all. Phase 2 starts June 1st. So we're talking about ways that we're going to get back into the office and exploring the idea of teaching some group X on campus. This is fun. I like this, like, jumping. Ow, Uncle fucking Fred, stop leaving your food on the floor. I like this little modified jump and lunge. Keep it up, keep going. Coming up next, we're gonna have that side lunge into overhead press. Yay, so shake it out. Grab your weights. How about this time we just go to the right? 3, 2, 1. So step out, make sure you really plant that whole foot down. Your hips slide behind you, and the outer edge of your straight leg is touching the floor, and then you press up into that overhead press. And want you to be working with control here. So make sure you plant that foot and bend that knee, and your knee is in line with your toe, and it's not going past it. You're sending your hips back behind you. So you're gonna turn sideways so you can see how I press my glutes towards the wall behind me, while still pressing the outer edge of my straight leg into the floor, pressing that pinky toe down. You don't have to tap, take a break. You don't have to tap all the way to the floor, but you can. All right, let's start with that right leg forward, left leg back, left arm forward. Get ready to run. 3, 2, 1. So keeping that weight in that front leg heel, keeping your eyes forward and your shoulders relaxed away from your ears. You're just pumping those arms, and you're not putting too much weight on this back ball of the foot as it touches down. Keep that chin slightly neutral to your chest. And if you want to feel it even more, take a bigger bend of this planted leg. Drive that knee up too. 10 seconds left. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. All right, next up we've got a row to a fly. So we're gonna take a forward hinge. You're gonna row, up to you if you wanna row low or if you wanna row high, and then slightly bent arms as you open to a fly. Begin. So you don't have to have, it was your food, Uncle Buck. You don't have to have any weights in your hands. I want you to focus on having this nice flat back. So taking a forward hinge. And if that forward hinge feels too much for you, lift up just a little bit. If you need to, you can even stagger your stance. I like to do this one with my feet side by side though. That way, with this little forward hinge and the bend in the knees and the weight in my heels, I am also getting a nice little stretch through my super tight hamstrings. So the more limiting move on this one is the fly. Take a break. Let's get that other foot forward. So last time you had your right foot forward, this time bringing that left foot forward, right hand forward, get ready to run it out. Weight in your front, bent knee heel, and go for it. Pump those arms and drive that knee. Use that exhale to get your knee to come up towards your chest. Yeah, I'm breathing heavy, Fred. Don't look at me like that. We're working out. Make sure you're not bringing the weight into the front ball of your foot. So keep it in your heel. Maybe you even feel the challenge in your glutes, not just in your standing leg quad. Yes, y'all, keep it up. Oh, we made it. What is next? Next up, we have a straight leg sit up. Yeah. So bring a weight with you. Come on down to the floor. We're going to do a straight leg sit up into a Russian twist. So here we begin. Sit up. While you're up, twist. All the way up overhead, twist. All the way up, lower yourself down. With control, find that overhead lat pullover. And as you sit yourself back up, work to use your abs to lift yourself up. If you need to make this easier on yourself, take a bend in your knees and place the soles of the feet on the floor and dig through your heels. You can even make this little Russian twist at the end easier by, instead of bringing arms up overhead, keeping things low, twist, twist, then press back overhead, and with control, lower down. So do your best to not just swing those arms. Down to our last move. It is a burpee or an inchworm. If you can jump, go for that burpee. If you need to be quiet like me in your apartment, we're going to do an inchworm and a push-up at the top. Ready? Begin. So either jump and do a squat thruster at the top, or from the back of the mat, walk yourself out. Hands, palms underneath the shoulders. Knees can come to the floor as you push yourself up.
Making sure that you're leading with your chest, oh my gosh, and not with your belly. This is the last move in round 1. Remember, you can be at the top of your mat. You can challenge yourself by stepping or jumping back instead of walking it out. Just do what feels right for your body today. We made it, y'all. Round 1 is done. I don't know. I feel like I could have worked harder, right? What do you guys think? I think for round 3, we will increase the time to 1 minute to challenge ourselves a little longer at the end of the workout. Yeah, but to keep things even, we're gonna do the same thing coming up on the opposite side. Also, because we're gonna switch to the opposite leg, side lunged overhead press. You get 2 minutes. 2 minutes that I want you to walk around. To walk around if you're listening to music. To dance it out. If you're not listening to music, just have some fun. Just continue to move your body. Relax your mind. That's right, I'm not listening to music. Okay, I am gonna top off my water, so please make sure you drink some water. Upgraded to this tomato sauce jar just so I could drink even more, which like suddenly makes me think of that B-52 song where I think they're in the basement. I think they're making money, but they could be making jelly. There's something about jelly jars. Is anyone else a B-52s fan? We're in the basement, learning to print. Oh, they're making money. That's illegal. Don't do that at home. Yay! All right, 30 more seconds of you time to just have fun, to remind yourself why you came to this workout today, and to encourage yourself to push as hard as possible in round 2. Don't save it for round 3. I know I said that round 3 was going to be longer, and it will, but I still want you to find that challenge in round 2 as much as possible. That might even mean switching to a heavier weight. Maybe you try a heavier weight and it's not working for you, and in between or midway through the set, you change it up, and that's fine too. All right, so we're gonna come back to those jumping jacks. Maybe you wanna join me in this fun modified jumping back lunge. I'm gonna make sure I get some nice arms up to the side action as well to continue to hit that upper back a little bit more than just the shoulders. All right, y'all, jumping jacks start in 3, 2, 1. Begin. So we still just got 45 seconds in this round. And we're just finding some sort of intentional overhead movement. If you can jack it out, great. If you need to step it up, also great. You can consider changing up those arms. Just as long as you're still moving, hopefully with a smile on your face. Make sure those arms are going all the way up overhead with control. Control up and intentionally pulling down. You got it. Coming back into our side lunge. Overhead press, this time to the opposite side. So coming over to the left. Set yourself up on the right. Belly in. And let's begin. So plant that foot out. Wait a minute. And we're going this way this time, right? Oh, did we go this way last time? Y'all, I'm confused. Hopefully you're
going in the opposite direction. Yeah, this is correct. Make sure as you step out that your knee is in line with your toe. You're sending those hips to the room behind you, to the space. You might not even go quite as low. That's okay. Make sure that belly is pulled in tight. You're enjoying that nice flat back, shoulders pulled away from the ears, and the outer edge of your stabilized foot stayed on the floor. Cool, time for a fake run. You're gonna change up this fake run this time. 1, 2, 3, hop it up. Begin. So 1, 2, 3, add in a hop. 1, 2, 3, hop. 1, 2, 3, hop. And you're in control of how big this hop is. If you're like me and you're being really considerate of the people below you, maybe you just press up onto the ball of the foot and then carefully lower yourself down. Bring the weight back into your front leg's heel. So make sure it doesn't stay in the ball of the foot. Ooh. You can use that other arm to help you find that height in your drive. Oh my gosh, my stabilizing leg. Yes, let's come on into our row and fly. If you want to, you can add a row, row and fly. Give yourself a little RDL, then a little row, and then a fly. Begin. So option to a Romanian deadlift, to a row, to fly. Weights in your heels. Weight is in your heels. Oh, and weight's in your heels. Beautiful. Remember, you can change up where you're bringing the weight for the row. You can bring it up a little bit higher. You can bring it out a little bit wider even, just to hit different parts of that back. You can have a slight bend in your knees here. Make sure, yay, you're moving with control. All right, we got our fake run on the opposite side. So opposite leg forward, I'm turning in the other direction. I have my front leg forward. We're still gonna go for 1, 2, 3. Hop it out, little extra drive. Begin. 1, 2, 3, drive. So you can do the first couple slow. Build up that speed as you're feeling more comfortable. And notice I'm also really using this front arm like I'm Mario. Yay! We're finishing this round. We're saving the princess. And you're bringing the weight back into your heel, right? What's happening with your belly is it pulled in nice and tight. Engaging that front core to protect our backs as well. Whew. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna hit the floor. We got our straight leg sit up with the twist. Bring that weight with you. Extend those legs, press the heels into the floor, arms come up overhead, belly in, let's start. Rolling down. Inhale, lift yourself up, so not swinging those arms. And then we have this big twist. If you need to, remember planting your heels on the floor can help you to find this lift. You can still find a big twist. Remember, if you need to, you can also keep that twist nice and low. So bending your elbows, bringing them through your chest, and then overhead press again as you can. Come on, y'all, only one more move after this. Stand up, make your way to your feet. We got either the burpee or the inchworm. Now you can really modify that burpee to be quiet. I'll demonstrate that one this time through. 2, 1. So either jumping up or reaching up towards the ceiling, you can press on your toes, hands come down to the floor. Modified, you step yourself out to a plank. I'm gonna bring my knees down for my push-up, come back onto my toes, step up, and then I'll reach up to the ceiling. So I like the inchworm because I think I can move a little bit faster. I can get a couple more reps in, but moving with control is also so important. You can even add in a little inchworm motion here after you've stepped it out, getting your push-up in. If it's easier, instead of a big step forward, gently walk it forward. Now we got a combo of everything. Yay! We did it. Round 2. Who does number 2 work for? That's what I like to say. All right. 2 minutes to yourself. Really slow down your breath. Make your exhale longer than your inhale. And your heart rate will come down. So intentionally work to slow down your breath and notice if you're just breathing in the upper portion of your chest, bring that breath all the way down to your belly. I like to do the inhales in through my nose and the exhale out through the mouth. If breathing in through the nose can sometimes cool the air down a little bit more as it comes to your lungs. I find it easier to just slow my breath down in that manner. All right, 1 minute more to just relax. It looks gorgeous outside today. Great day for a walk. Also, because why are you using gas that you don't need to right now, especially if you're here on the East Coast enjoying the delightful gas shortage. Anyone have any favorite images? I saw a picture of someone's trunk filled with trash bags of gas that they were selling for like $80 a trash bag, and I just thought, how are you gonna get that into your car? Like, how are you gonna get that into your gas tank? That giant plastic bag of trash. I mean, gasoline, like, oh my gosh, people. America, you real funny. Oh yeah, you know what else is real funny? That I didn't forget that we are going to increase the length of our last interval. Yeah, we're gonna bump it up to that full minute, but we're gonna keep our rest at just 15 seconds so we can continue to keep our heart rates elevated. And then we'll take another 2-minute break and stretch, and you can do whatever you want to with your day. Y'all ready for this? Coming into our last round of jumping jacks. Now remember, if you find yourself during this extra minute, like you need to take an extra second of breath, pause for a second, take an extra breath, and come right back in. But if you're stopping just because it's challenging, see how you can continue to move. Even if it's a little bit slower, try not to stop the movement completely unless you find that you're in pain. And then you're always welcome to take an extra second. But remember that with challenge comes change, and if you're not feeling it, you're not making a difference. So you want to feel some sort of a burn. Push yourself here in this last round in 3, 2, 1, begin. So we're jacking it out. We're just doing some sort of fun jump in and move in. This feels kind of Lady Gaga to me. Do 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 do. I want your jumping jacks, jacks, yeah. Come on. All right, y'all. We're about halfway through these awesome jumping jacks. Jumping jacks, or maybe you were sticking with these fun alternating jumping lunges. Just getting those heart rates going and bringing a smile to our face, having fun. Keep breathing. Can you move a little faster here towards the end? Last time you got to do these today. You did it. Awesome. Halfway through this, we're gonna alternate each time. So make that space for yourself so you can alternate with your side lunge, overhead press, Other side, here we go. So carefully plant those feet. Find that forward hinge that works for you. Make sure as you do this overhead press that you're not finding too much rounding through the back. So before you press overhead, grounding your feet, pulling your belly in. And if you do find that there's an exceptional arching of your back, your weights are just a little too heavy. So take it easier on yourself. And with less weight, you might even be able to move a little bit faster with control through the move. We're made it to the last 15 seconds, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to run in place. Let's go every second. 1, 2, hop. Ready? Begin. So 1, 2, hop. 1, 2, hop. If that's too much for you, you can always switch back to the 3, or just continue with just the knee drive and take the hop out. Come into these last 30 seconds. I started a little early. I'm doing 1 knee drive, 1 hop. This is hard. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to the end. I'm gonna keep trying though. And if I need to modify, I'm just gonna add in an extra knee. Come on, y'all, this is our last 15 seconds. This is the extra push time. 3, 2, 1. Wow. All right, coming into our optional Romanian deadlift into row and fly. 3, 2, 1, begin. So optional row, lift up halfway. Sorry, Romanian row, row, fly. Row, weights in your heels, weights in your heels, weights in your heels. Your belly's pulled in, shoulders are pulled down, away from your ears, shoulder blades are seated down your back. Hopefully you're starting to sweat here during this move. That's why I put it in right between some of those cardio options. Keep that belly pulled in tight. Make sure you're not shifting the weight to your toes as you start to get tired. Here we are at that last 15 seconds of push. It's not all or nothing. It's what can you do today for 3, 2. Can you get in this last fly? You're worth it. All right, other side, last time through with our imaginary run. So we'll do every 2 at a hop, 30 seconds in. We'll switch to 1 knee drive, 1 hop. Begin. So 2, hop, knee, knee, hop, knee, knee, hop. Keep your eyes focused forward. No twisting or turning that head. I'm bringing the weight right back into your heel. So make sure it's not, again, coming into the ball of the foot. So you might need to extend that leg a little further behind you to keep the weight at the back. All right, ready for 1 of each? Begin. Knee, hop, knee, hop, knee, hop. You got it. Ooh, feel that burning. 10 seconds down. We're almost there, y'all. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Hit the floor. Straight leg, sit up. Last time through. Straight leg sit up with twist. Here we go. Arms come up overhead. If you want to challenge yourself extra, give yourself a leg lift. Lower them down. Sit your upper body up. Find that twist. So I just added in a leg lift at the back with those arms up overhead. Makes it even more challenging. The legs come up. The legs go down. Body comes up. Twist. If you can't get those straight legs up, you can always think about just drawing your knees to your chest, then pressing through your heels. Sit yourself up. Twist it out. I think having your arms up overhead and starting from this prone position really makes you use those lower abs a lot more to find this leg lift instead of using momentum or really like kicking your heels up off the floor. Yay! Stand up. Last move. We got our burpee, inchworm, push up, yada, 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 yada. Whatever you're gonna do. You're gonna do it right now. Begin. Putting it all together. Putting it all together right here. Really think about that form. So don't begin your push-up until you have those hands pumped underneath of your chest. So you've maybe shifted the weight. So maybe you find yourself in down dog and you shift the weight. And then you bring your knees down so you can bring your chest down. And then step, jump, or walk it back up. Yes. Oh my gosh, we made it, y'all. Stop, take a break. 2 minutes to yourself. Find what feels good for you. Slow those heart rates down. Don't completely stop moving. Either just walking around or starting to come into any stretches that you know your body needs. 2 minutes to just hydrate, feel good, and then we will stretch. Ugh, I just thought of like 3 other moves that I'd really hoped we could have done in today's class, but you know, I'm gonna see if I can bring them to the table for Monday. So still just moving a little bit, letting the heart rate come down. Can always return to my favorite lateral side to side step taps and some shoulder rolls. Who is this artist? Who's the guy? And he had the beautiful girls who look like models behind him, and they just did this the whole time. He's playing the guitar. All right, well, 1 more minute to ourselves to just breathe, move slowly, carefully. Hopefully you already noticed that it's a little easier to catch your breath, to take a nice long one. I told y'all about the weight loss infomercial I did, right? When I lived out in LA, I'm on a commercial. Sometimes I'm shrinking butt number 2 for a product called 3-Minute Legs. We'd meet up 5 days a week for an hour, and we'd use the 3-minute leg machine for 3 minutes. I should bring that back from my parents' house just to show y'all what it looks like. Yeah, and then every week they would weigh us and measure us, and whoever lost the largest percentage of body fat and inches and weight would win. I won a lot. And they would always be like, how do you win this every week? Well, A, I'm competitive. And B, My biggest secret was when we came to the group exercise classes, I would act like the biggest dork. I would act like I was Richard Simmons and this was my video. And the more that you just embrace it, especially while we're still home, y'all, especially while hopefully there's no one else in the room and you can just act a fool, have fun, be silly. You have to enjoy it. I think that if you don't enjoy a workout, you're not going to see any results. All right, let's go ahead and just swing those arms gently. Swing those arms side to side. Still working to bring that heart rate down a little. So taking some lateral side to side steps. Awesome. Plant those feet now. And just stop the next time your arm swings over, whichever side you want. Make sure you're not pressing directly on the elbow, so either on the back of the forearm or a little closer up by the tricep as that shoulder reaches towards your chin. Feel that nice stretch coming through the back and also just stretching that shoulder out. On your next big inhale, open it all the way up, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you, and then exhale to the opposite side. No expectation. What you do on one side does not have to be the exact same as what you do on the other. Oof. So just bringing that shoulder closer to your chin. Nice work. Open all the way up. Relax your hands down behind your back. Interlace your fingers together and stretch them down to the floor. You can even stagger your step here. Let's stagger our steps, actually. Take a nice bend in your front leg and press through the back leg heel, starting to bring a nice stretch onto that calf. And then release your hands. Interlace them at the front. Take a little rounding of your chest. Inhale those arms up overhead. Step your feet together. Step your other foot back as you relax your arms down by your side. This time, just hands at your waist, squeeze those shoulder blades towards each other, knit your rib cage together. We're getting a nice stretch on the opposite calf. Beautiful. Let's bring the stretch into the hamstring a little bit. So starting with your feet together, go ahead, draw your left leg back. Keep your right foot down on the floor. You can even keep the toes of the right feet down on the floor, or you can bring your calf a little into play again by flexing your toes up towards your face, stretching those hips to the wall behind you, and feel free to place your hands on your thighs or even at your hips to encourage you to really stretch back and feel it. On your next inhale, lift yourself up. One more big inhale, find some length, pull your belly in, and on your exhale, step the opposite foot back. So you have your left foot forward, your right foot planted on the floor. You're gonna bend that right knee and send your left hip towards the back of the room. You can keep the ball of the foot on the floor or flex those toes back towards your face, or even tap it out to any music you might be listening to. Make sure that your right leg, that the knee's not going past your toe. So you might even need to shorten your stance. Send your hips to the back of the room. Take one more big inhale. Lift yourself up. Awesome. Let's come on down to all fours. Come on down to all fours. Give yourself a couple cat-cows right here. One more opportunity to shimmy shake through those hips and to get another little extra stretch through your shoulders. I know I need a little bit more of a stretch towards the back, so join me in sending your hips towards your heels. Take a moment in child's pose. Walking those hands forward also brings you another little stretch of the shoulders. And then walk those hands forward all the way. We're going to pull our bellies forward. Pubic bone, come to the floor. A nice stretch of that lower back. In Cobra, if it doesn't feel right to be this upright, you can always walk your hands out a little bit further, having your hands nice and wide, or even bringing those forearms down to the ground and pressing into your elbows. Take a moment to take the tension out of your glutes. So even shake them a little. Cool. Press into your hands, palms, tuck those toes under, send your hips up towards the ceiling, walk your feet forward. We've gotten lots of stretches on the back of the legs, so go ahead, bend your knees, gently roll yourself up. Let's take one last moment to open our hips. So inhale those arms up overhead, sit your hips back in chair pose. Finding that nice stretch through the glutes, then inhale, lift yourself up, bring your arms down to your side, come into a figure four. Here we are, opening up those hips. You can even bring your hands to your heart if it feels right for a little bit of balance. Continue to stretch your glutes towards the back of the room. Inhale, lift yourself up, plant your foot down. Let's get the opposite side, last stretch. Just finding that opening of that hip and that stretch in the glute as much as feels good for you. One more big breath down here. On your next inhale, lift up, stretch all the way up towards the ceiling. Look up towards the ceiling, pull your belly in, find that nice stretch of your belly. And on your exhale, carefully rain your fingers down to the side, maybe even stretch through one shoulder and then the other. Just get the last of what feels good for you. Relax your arms down and take a moment to just be proud. I hope you all had fun. Hope you enjoyed having this class available a little earlier today so you can do it whenever works for you. If you have any questions or concerns, I hope you'll reach out. I will see you at normal time tomorrow, Friday, for our Friday Mind Body Connection. Yay! Have a wonderful day, everyone.